We had a big night of Friday night football, a couple of big wins, a couple of upset losses. All of this coming up now on the Saturday edition of Gridiron Central. Welcome to the show. We're going to go to the scoreboard right now, have some very interesting games to talk about. We'll start off. The Coosa Eagles were 0-2 in the region, make that 1-2 in Region 7AA right now. Coosa 26, Dade County nothing. Big win for Coosa. We'll talk about that later in the game. Plus, you will see highlights from this later in the show. Model 62, Murray County 14. Model 1 win away from their second consecutive winning season. Now 3-0 in Region 7AA as well. Calhoun 45, Pepperell 0. Nothing new here. Calhoun keeps rolling on. Darlington, epic comeback in the Dalton area. Darlington 18, Christian Heritage 14. Darlington stays undefeated in the sub-region of Region 6A. Chattooga 41, Armurchie 12. The Indians, the Chattooga Indians that is, get a big region win there. That's their second Region 7AA win. Cedartown 42, Pickens 34. Not much defense in this game. Nick Chubb over 330 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. We always talk about Nick Chubb. Well, another big game. Cedartown moves to 7-0 on the season. Heritage 48, Lafayette 26. Heritage gets a good win there. Tryon 34, Mount Zion 12. Tryon had lost 2 consecutive games. Losing streak is over. They're back on the plus side. Rockmart 47, Haralson County 28. Rockmart gets its second win of the year and its first region win of the year. Ridgeland 35, Southeast Whitfield 20. The Panthers from Ridgeland have been struggling a little bit. Back on the winning ways now. North Paulding 63, Rome 31. Again, not much defense in this one. Rome fought, but just could not find an answer for the Wolfpack. Wolves fall to 3-3 in Region 5-5A. Dalton 31, Northwest Whitfield 28. That was a very big game. That's a very big game in the region up there because that kind of throws everything around. Northwest Whitfield was undefeated before losing to the Catamounts. One more game to talk about. I cannot remember the score off the top of my head, but Uni Christian does fall to Covenant Christian at Ben Brady Field. And coming up right now, we have highlights from that big Coosa homecoming win against Dade County.
Come on. Watch 11. Go get it. Let's go.
and the kids did a great job of that and capitalizing on mistakes, and that's all part of the game. You know, our coaches did an awesome job of putting together a great game plan. I just can't say enough about our coaching staff and the work they've put in and the focus they've put in, and it shows up out here on the field, and I just can't say enough about them.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
This is the time of the show when I talk about 2 or 3 key takeaways from this evening. First off, let's talk about Region 7AA. Coosa's win against Dade County, very big right there. Dade beat Pepperell, Coosa lost to Pepperell, Coosa beats Dade. This could come back into some kind of tiebreak situation later in the season. Of course, Coosa still has to worry about Model. Model is undefeated in the region. They play Pepperell next week. Model got their big win against Murray County. Calhoun, they're rolling on. Obviously right now. So Region 7AA is starting to, it's still very, very cloudy, but it's starting, a couple of teams starting to look up. You know, obviously Model at 3-0. If they beat Pepperell, moving to 4-0, they're almost guaranteed to the playoffs. Darlington, down late on the road, guess what? The Tigers find a way to get it done. I've said this Darlington team reminds me a lot of the teams from 2 or 3 years ago that made deep runs in the playoffs. The key thing is, Darlington seems to have the killer instinct. They found it again Friday night against a good Christian Heritage team. The Tigers do not bet against them this year. I mean, yeah, they may lose a game, but I'm telling you right now, I don't think they're going to lose one until possibly the region championship game, and they may even win that one. Other big games, Cedartown squeaks past Pickens 42-34. Not much defense in that game. Again, Cedartown's defense, I'm afraid, is going to have to get better. I keep saying this. They have a bye week next week. They're 7-0. Nick Chubb has about a gazillion yards. We already know that, but that defense, they're going to have to keep other people from scoring. One more key one to note about, Rome does fall to 3-3 in Region 5A, losing to North Paulding. Was it a terrible loss? No, not really. North Paulding is on track to possibly be the region champion. Next week is vital. And Franco Perkins, after the game, told the seniors, it's like, guys, there are 4 guaranteed games left in this season. What he told me later is like, look, I told him we have to treat those 4 games like they're playoff games. If Rome will win the next 4 games, they should make the playoffs. Next week against East Paulding is going to be key. Rome hasn't beaten East Paulding in about 5 tries. We'll talk a lot about that on the Wednesday preview show. Remember, go to PrepCentralOnline.com. We have articles, photos, and videos of the games from Friday night. We're also on Saturday, later in the day, we'll have all the coverage from the Area 5AA Volleyball Championships. And then next week, state playoffs begin in volleyball and softball. And of course, Wednesday, we'll have the Gridiron Central preview show with myself and Matt Davis, and we will break down all of the key games next Friday. For Kevin Myrick, I'm Jim Alred saying we'll see you on the sidelines.